Well, our taste of summer from just a few days ago is long gone. It feels like fall now, and by this weekend feeling more like December, and leaves might not be the only thing falling from the sky. The culprit is an area of low pressure right now over the Great Lakes. It is going to be diving south. It delivered a bit of a Halloween trick to places like Chicago and Wisconsin, where they had some snow this morning for Halloween. Good afternoon. It's Friday. The weekend is almost here. And there's rain in the forecast, but it's not going to be a washout. That's the good news. The clouds are already here, and that's helping to keep temperatures in check this afternoon. It's only 52 at this hour in State College. The bigger story will be the temperatures, and then we'll watch a piece of energy dive down from the Great Lakes to begin next week. This could help to spawn a coastal low off of the eastern seaboard by Tuesday. Good afternoon, everyone. It's a very beautiful Friday afternoon. We got rid of the fog from this morning, and now it is nothing but sunshine. We have warmed up nicely, too. It is 64 degrees right now in State College. We have an area of low pressure developing along a stationary front to our south. We call this stationary for a reason. It's not moving very much. I'm a little spooked right now based on where I'm standing. If you're heading out tonight for any trick-or-treating, or if you're going to a Halloween party, it's going to be ghoulishly cool. It's looking good. Mostly sunny skies. There could be a band of showers that develops in the northwest in the afternoon, but it should fizzle before it makes it in. So I think for the game it will be dry, just a little bit on the brisk side. So you need a jacket or a hoodie, and then you'll be good to go. This energy is going to transfer to the coast, and then the coastal low is going to take over. So tomorrow, the bulk of precipitation is going to be mainly for eastern Pennsylvania. A big pool of cool air comes diving down, and unlike the recent blasts of chill where they come in for a day and leave, this one looks like it's going to set up shop and make itself right at home. I want to remind you real quick that daylight savings time ends on Sunday. You want to drop those clocks back 1 hour, turn them back at 2 a.m. Sunday. Sunset Sunday will actually be before 5 o'clock. That's a little bit sad, isn't it? Thursday, I actually have a chance of some snow showers in the forecast, and notice I also don't have it getting out of the 30s at the end of next week. It's the time of year where we got to start thinking about this once again. Meteorologist Ben Reppert. The theme of the weekend is going to be a weekend of change in terms of the weather. It's all thanks to this season-changing cold front that is going to bring us rain. And then what is more interest to us is what comes behind this. And an area of high pressure building in to the northern plains will have chilly temperatures accompanying it, and this is going to stick around for just a couple of days before we do get some moderation back to start next week. But timing out the rain, first off, it comes in tonight. Bad timing for Friday night football. Around 7 to 8 o'clock, the showers move in. They will be steady for a couple of hours, but notice by 1 o'clock in the morning, they're already generally to the east of Center County. So that's the good news. Saturday will feature a mix of sun and clouds, but it will be windy and turning much cooler. Temperatures will actually drop as the day goes on. Normally we like when they go up, but that's not going to be the case, and let's talk about that right now. This afternoon, pretty pleasant, upper 60s and 70s, and that's going to be giving way to some much cooler conditions during the overnight. As this front begins to march to the east, look at how these colors change, these blues invading, and by tomorrow morning, it's already down into the 40s in places like Pittsburgh, up towards Franklin and Bradford, and that's the theme of the day, a cool down, and by Sunday morning, ouch. Temperatures in the 30s, levels that we haven't seen since early to mid-May, so definitely bundle up, break out the jackets, the hoodies. It's that time of year once again. So as we wrap it up, a couple of autumnal days, but then it begins to get a little bit better. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, staying in the 60s, also staying a little bit murky with a chance of showers, but all in all, that forecast is much more below average as opposed to above from the past couple of days.
So what you're telling me, Ben, is that it is sweater weather.
That is exactly what I'm telling you.
Loving it.
Would you believe me if I told you I was standing in the middle of an island right now? Not a barrier island or a tropical island, but an urban heat island. It's something that has been gaining a lot of popularity among researchers nowadays, but it's also been gaining intensity in cities. And new ideas are being explored to see if this can be tamed at all. And a simple reason behind this urban heat island effect, a lot less of these and a lot more of those. Recently, a study conducted by Climate Central concluded that Washington, D.C., whose official observing station is Reagan National Airport, has the 6th most intense urban heat island effect in the United States. On some of the most extreme cases, days can be up to 21 degrees warmer in the city than the surrounding rural areas, and the city summers average 4.7 degrees hotter than the surrounding suburbs. Also an alarming statistic, at Reagan National, much more urban, there are typically on the order of 45 90-degree days each summer. The other D.C. airport, Dulles, which is in a more rural location, only sees about 30 90-degree days on average. While the urban heat island exists 24 hours a day, its effects are often most felt at night. After a full day of sunshine, the cities accumulate a lot of heat in the buildings, the roadways, and the sidewalks. So once the sun goes down, these still radiate heat back into the atmosphere, keeping it warmer, whereas the surrounding suburbs can immediately begin to cool off with more vegetation and green space. While certainly on a much smaller scale, to an extent we witness an urban heat island effect daily here in central Pennsylvania. Take, for example, two of our reporting stations close by. One, the official observing station for State College, which is currently here at the Walker Building, and the University Park Airport, which is just a couple of miles away, out in a rural section behind toff trees. For the month of June 2014, the observations taken daily at the Pennsylvania State University averaged out to a monthly temperature of 69.3 degrees when you combined all the highs and all the lows. But at the University Park Airport for the same month, the average temperature was 67.9 degrees. While 1.4 degrees does not sound like a big difference, and it really isn't, to have that effect over such a short distance goes to show you that the more urban life near Penn State University does have a bit of a warming effect.